We're in today with the RTX 2080 Ti. This is a 2018 video card with 4352 shaders. It's got 11 gig of VRAM GDDR6 Samsung, 352 bits bus width with DirectX 12 support, running at 1350 MHz on the core clock and 1750 MHz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this i9 10 Gen with 10 cores and 20 threads. Let's jump in a couple of games and see how this legend is holding. All right, let's start with Armored Warfare. This is a very interesting performance from this game. Seriously, it's on maximum details, 1080p. I put everything on maximum details because for a couple of weeks now I have this video card, and every game that I throw at this video card, it just maxed out and it just runs with it. There's no problem. The performance is good. I got nice averages, minimals, not the best, you know, but considering the maximum details that I have in the game, I will stick with this quality because it's kind of submersive, you know. On the GPU side, apparently this video card can actually use 200 watts consumption in order to deliver this 120 FPS on average. I will take this amount of FPS because it gives me, how shall I say, good averages on the minimals, and I'm gonna change my mind. It doesn't give me good minimals. 19 on minimals, not the greatest, but yeah, good 1%. 47, I will take that. But in World of Tanks, apparently it needs to be totally different. Let's see how it is. 200 FPS. It's totally different than Armored Warfare. Apparently in maximum details with 1080p I get nearly 300 FPS, but I get the temperature. Seriously, I get the real temperature here. With 1080p 144 Hz, apparently I get 71 degrees and good averages overall. Minimals okay, perfect, everything is okay, but that is the only problem that I have in World of Tanks. Temperature 72 degrees. Damn. Fan speed, yeah, I think I have to increase the fan speed in order to keep this video card cool, but it's doing a fantastic job. Can't deny the performance here. In order to not stress this, I think I have to put 144 Hz, you know. So if I put VSync on, let's say, how much, 100 on 144, it will lock it there and it will distress my my GPU here. It's very good to see how much it does, you know, but then just stop it, stop the excess, because I get 75 degrees. Oh, look at it. DisplayPort goes to 240 Hertz, yes, the DisplayPort. When I connect an HDMI parallel in order to take two signals, one for the monitor and one for the capture card, I get 144 Hertz maximum, because the lower cable in frequency is the HDMI, that is maximum 144. So instead of actually getting some glitches on 144, I remember having some glitches with 144, I locked it to 100. 100, I said, okay, you know what, 100 Hertz, it's okay for this to work properly. But in Crossout with maximum details, 210 watts, I got the FPS, you know. The only thing I don't have is minimals. Look at this. 13 minimals, and the average FPS here is fantastic. I mean, the whole game is running really nice. It's using only 3.9 gig of VRAM from this whole video card. I mean, the standard for this, it should be even lower, because it's a very decent video card. It's still a capable video card overall, so can't complain here. Good averages, good minimals overall. The GPU is not very stressed, 50% load. Actually, where is it? Maybe the stress on the... Nope, it's just maximum load on the GPU. That's it. There is no maximum load on the video card because it's 50% load on the core and 4.3 gig of VRAM. No stress on the temperature because I maxed out the fan, and overall is doing kind of fantastic. Look at it. What the heck is going on with Ashley? The bot managed to get stuck. But definitely I'm curious to see how Battlefield 1 is working with this video card on maximum details. 1080p, I want to see how this GPU is holding overall. I think it's going to be a great experience, you know. This is the type of games I want to play on a video card like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Can I get a kill? Oh yeah. 11 on minimal, that's not okay. 98% load on the core, oh damn. But I'm actually having so much fun with this game, seriously. This is such a good experience with this video card, but I had to max out that fan in order to keep this video card cool. 63 degrees. Not gonna lie, not that great, you know, when it comes to the temperature, but it's maximum details. I'm on maximum details and I like how it looks and I like how it's performing. Overall performance is fantastic. I mean, the GPU is maxed out, it's 60 degrees because I maxed out the fan. This is something that you need overall because, yeah, you don't want to overheat your video card in this situation. Look at this. It looks fantastic. It runs fantastic. 10.5 gig of what you must. I'm scared, seriously. I mean, if you want to play Warzone with this video card, overall performance is fantastic. The only thing you need to understand that the game is utilizing on maximum details the whole VRAM. That's it. You want to play on maximum details? You can. This is the right video card to actually play Warzone on maximum details. 2080 Ti apparently is utilizing the whole video card, and make sure you clean it or you get a water block because I had to put everything on maximum fan RPM in order to keep this video card on the spot. The CPU on the other hand, 70, yeah, not bad, seriously. Look at that, even the CPU, it's 120 watts consumption. 90. I looked at that. But in GTA 5 apparently with 1080p maximum details on 2 MSAA. I like the performance. I like how it's working in GTA 5 online. I mean, this is how it needs to be. Hundreds of FPS overall. And not gonna lie, look at this. It's kind of great overall. 160 watts consumption, 4.5 gig of VRAM. But I'm on GTA 5 online, so I will not say nothing. But on the GPU temperature is 53 degrees, so I really like the performance overall. I got like 13.4 gig of system RAM. All right, it's getting loaded here with, I think it's winter. Sometimes in winter it's just outrageous, you know, the performance. Texture and the quality is totally different. I mean, regarding to performance, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's a decent performance overall, but yeah, it's very funky with snow. So yes, 2080 Ti has no problem with GTA 5 Online. It doesn't utilize the core and VRAM completely. In this case, I don't even know what's wrong with it. Seriously, that I have only 115 FPS on average. But in Apex with 1080p on maximum details, you can actually see that the video card is doing fantastic. I mean, can't complain here with the performance. Look at this, 140 FPS on average. Doing a fantastic job overall, and it's utilizing a lot of VRAM, not maximum VRAM, it's just using 7.1 gig of VRAM, but 210 watts consumption. I will say this is an overall good performance from the video card. In this case, it's giving us 23 minimals and 104 1%. Overall, it's doing great in Apex. This is a good video card for this game, and I'm 100% sure you can actually lock the FPS so you don't stress the video card overall. I mean, the video card is not stressed with 57 degrees, you know. The core is not maxed, the VRAM is not maxed. On the CPU side, you can actually see it's using 13.3 gig of system RAM, and it's on 78 degrees. I mean, this CPU needs a good cleaning and a new radiator because it's long overdue, and I think this year is gonna be the good year. I think I need even different case in this case, seriously. But in PUBG with maximum details on 1080p, everything, even the render scale is put to 120% render scale. It's giving you a nice average in the game. DirectX 11, but it's working really nice. This is what you need. I need 100 FPS on the cable, you know, in order to benefit from this. 260 watts consumption, 6.1 gig of VRAM is doing the job. 15.7 gig of system RAM being utilized from this computer. It's not bad considering it's quite a decent performance overall. If you want to max out, I think you can put it on DirectX 12, but the ideal will be to have as many FPS as possible to the frequency of the monitor in order to max out the performance there. I've seen him. But in Fortnite, you can actually see that on DirectX 11 with performance mode, I'm getting nice performance, seriously. 15.3 gig of system RAM being utilized, 200 FPS on average. I will say this is a decent experience because I want this amount of FPS in order to activate that display port in the back. Now it's connected with HDMI, but usually I have the display port in the back, and this is the settings I need, 200 FPS on average, you know. And if I get this, then everything is quite good with this. On the CPU side, yeah, it's reaching 90 watts in this case, and that means there's some cores or some threads are being utilized. Yes, a couple of threads are reaching maximum, so hence why the load on the CPU. It doesn't show like only 30% load on the CPU, but I can guarantee you that the threads are being utilized. Ooh, look at that. But in Counter-Strike with maximum details on 1080p, you can actually see that the GPU is doing a fantastic job, and it's using 5.5 gig of VRAM to deliver this performance. Look at this, 13.8 gig of system RAM used. I would say overall performance is kind of good. You know, it's very refreshing to see this amount of FPS, having the DisplayPort and or the HDMI cable, and having that FPS delivered to your eyes. Seriously, nice. It feels very good to play the game like this, I'm not gonna lie. We need to be over 100 FPS. We need to be over 100 Hertz in order to play Counter-Strike 2 properly. Seriously, look at that. Very snappy with this performance. Seriously, I love it. I love how it's working. But the core is maxed out. The GPU's VRAM is not maxed out. You know, 5.7 gig of VRAM only, but maximum GPU core. That is a good performance overall. The only question I had when I started the video is this RTX 2080 Ti good in 2024? It's got 11 gig of VRAM, it's got powerful core, it's got powerful memory. You know, what do you expect from a video card like this? It's got 4300 shaders. It's an ideal video card if you are interested in getting a video card with 11 gig. I mean, more than 10 gig of VRAM. This or the RTX 3080, maybe in the future get the 3080 up and running to see how it's comparing to this 2080 Ti, you know, but I think it's much cheaper to get a 2080 Ti than a 3080. I don't know, it feels more available. It feels more available, this 2080 Ti. This was the question today. You know, for me, I wanted to answer and I wanted to show you how some games are running with this video card. Now, after a couple of updates, wanted to put some variety in the game list because I want to test those games with other video cards. I want this video card as a point of reference when I'm going to test low performance video cards, if I wanted to say like that, you know. So if I want to test other video cards, this will be ideal for a point of reference. I like the video card overall and I'm very happy I own a 2080 Ti, seriously. But yeah, nevertheless, make sure you smash that like button, and if you have any questions, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.